Saturday, the 28th of May, 2022, Scruffy Murphy's in Birmingham, 7 p.m. Be there. The Chronicles of Podcast. Live. Tickets on sale now. Go to www.ctickets.com.
It's about getting into schools and talking to young people because, you know, I know that people can change. And it's about talking to people and getting them to understand and perhaps step back from violence and prejudice and whatever. And we just need to work together and keep on the good fight there.
Absolutely. Hey there, guys. We are ecstatically happy to announce that we are associated with the Sophie Lancaster Foundation.
The times are changing, and with the unfortunate death of Sophie, those changes have made a massive impact for the future. If Sophie was with us still today, I can guarantee what you are doing will still be reaching so many lives of young teenagers, young adults, and those who wish to be as different as possible. So thank you very much.
To find out more about this incredible foundation and all the work they do, and more importantly, how you can help, head on over to www.sophielancasterfoundation.com.
Hi, this is Rob Schamberger, the artist in residence for WWE, and you are listening to the Chronicles of Podcast with Tom and Jamie.
Hi, everybody. That's right. You should know by now. You should know by now how this starts. And welcome to the 39th edition of the Chronicles of Podcast. And I believe, Jamie, these are the Chronicles of Rob Schamberger, am I right?
You are absolutely correct, sir.
Wonderful. We're still driving. I'm still driving. We're still on this road. Fuck it. Hit it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 39th edition of the Chronicles of Podcast. And these are the Chronicles of Rob Schamberger. It is I, the bearded brummy Jamie, and join me as always, this handsome devil over there.
Oh, it's only the Scotsman Tom again. Yeah, I know. I'm back. I'm so sorry. You see, you feel that you're like, I really hope Tom's not on the show again. Right, cool. Guess that's happening then. Guess that's a thing.
He's all over me bloody TikTok and me Instagram, and now he's here and all.
I love doing them little short videos. I don't know why. It's really funny because like I'm starting to run out of ideas. So I'm like, I don't know how to make this funny. So I think I went on about being very red a couple of weeks ago. I was just like, where's that come from? But I did look incredibly red. I was a bit like, have I come down with something all of a sudden? But yeah, hopefully you still enjoy those videos, guys. And thank you for checking them out if you do so. Yeah, I really do appreciate it. Hi, Claire. I imagine you're sat there watching straight away after the Friday evening. How's it going, Claire? Are you well? Let's have a chat, shall we? No, but seriously, I really appreciate everyone that watched this show. Claire, I'm looking at you. I really do appreciate you watching this show. Everyone that checks it out, everyone listens, everyone that watches it. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Even if it's 2, 3 people or 300, I couldn't give a fuck. People are stopping, but take an hour or two out of their day to go, I wonder what these two gingers are fucking up to these days. So, there you go. Jamie, question.
Ginger, yeah?
Actually, Jamie. So, would you rather be a fish that can fly or a bird that could swim?
Oh, fish that could fly or a bird that could swim?
I know which I'd be.
I'm going to say a bird that could swim.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And why is that?
More chance of catching some foods.
Okay, nice. Fair enough. I also went with a bird that can swim because fish are pathetic.
To be fair, yeah, the fish are fucking pointless. What is the point in fish?
That's all they do. They don't do anything. They just look like they're gormless every now and again. I mean, that's how I look like for the first 12, 13 years of my life. But it's literally, because
don't make me laugh at that.
Like a falcon or a hawk, like, yeah, fucking right. And the fish are like, ha, ha, you can't catch me from down here. They're like, little do you know, little fishy, I can now swim. Ah! Down they go. Straight in, jobs are good. Nom, 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 nom. Big fucking talons. Enjoy. Thank you very much. And off you fuck.
And I'll have your brother too.
Yeah. Whereas fish would be like, if fish are swimming, flying, they'd just be like.
I can't imagine what a swimming fish would look like.
When fish fly. Oh. This is a bream. It's a bream flying through the sky.
Just these little tiny fins just flapping at the side.
It's so weird, isn't it? Just like. That's pathetic. That is. Just look at it. It's flat as well. There's nothing to it. Can you imagine them monkfish? They're the ones that look like big blobs.
They are fucking terrifying. A monkfish is terrifying.
See, there you go then. If I'll probably be a monkfish that could fly because then people are like, fuck. I don't know.
Actually, if an anglerfish, the ones that live right at the bottom of the water with a little light on their head.
Oh, yeah.
If that could fly, I would never leave the house again because that is just horrifying.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It's really crazy to think about it, like why we don't really have bears here in the UK.
Yeah,
that always blows my mind. It's like there's loads of bears in Canada and the States and stuff. It's like, but no bears here.
Didn't one just wander over a few years ago? Like a river froze and it just had a toddle over and walked over to the UK.
Did it?
I swear I remember something like that happening. Like a bear or something like just appeared.
I always find that weird as well. It's like, there's a panther in Leamington Spa. Like,
I remember that.
What? Like, what do you mean? Are the randomest places as well? I mean, obviously there's probably a zoo nearby or something, but it's never in like big cities. It's always in like tiny little fucking villages.
There's currently a zebra on the loose in Birmingham city centre.
There's a report of an elephant in Stafford. Yes, I know. I don't know what it's doing there, but anyway, it might get to Stoke. Stop it. We're fucked. If the elephant makes it to Stoke, God knows what could happen. Or even Burton-on-Trent. Yes, I know. Crazy. Isn't the Carling factory there? There's such weird little tiny fucking places that do all these massive fuck off things. I think the Carling factory's in Burton-on-Trent.
I did not know that. There we go.
I'm not knocking. If any of you listeners are from Burton, I do apologise. I'm probably it's a really lovely town. Maybe. I don't know. I've never been. But anyway, how are you, sir?
I'm very good. I wanted to ask you a question as well this week, actually.
Okay.
Do you ever just get random jingles just pop into your head out of nowhere?
What, like 0800 001066?
Yeah, anything like that. Because it happened to me the other morning and I don't understand why, and my brain has really confused me. I literally woke up, rolled over and just went, there's an avocado just for you. Like my eyes had been open for like 10 seconds.
That is so annoying, that, because I do it all the time. I did see the half. I'd be like, babe, did you know there's an avocado just for you? Did you know that? There's an avocado for you? Yeah, TV said so. TV's talking to me, love. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know when I've heard this advert. Like,
it's
ever.
Great, though. It is a great advert. It is a great. I do like it a lot.
I just rolled over like, there's an avocado just for you. The wife just looks at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
There's a game for you now then. I think I might try and play this as well at work. Is to sing or say that whilst you're talking to a patient.
How am I going to get there's an avocado just for you while talking to a patient?
It's like wheel them, aren't you? You're like, oh, you go for your x-ray now, Glynis. Yeah. Look. Oh, now is that foot of yours? Is it okay? Do you know there's an avocado just for you? So yeah, we're just going to go left in now.
What did you say, love? No.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. Nothing.
It's so good. It's like when people just try to put swear words in, but that's too obvious, I think.
We used to do that when I worked at Sainsbury's. We used before, like when you have managers' meetings in the morning, before the store manager, they were like, right, we need to get a certain word into the meeting. Who's going to get this one in? It's always like underpants or something, and someone had to try and get that word in before everyone else. So,
great. That's so great.
The only way to make management meetings fucking bearable.
It's retail for you.
But how are you, sir? How are you?
Well, you didn't answer my question, did you?
I said I'm good, thank you very much.
Good, I'm pleased to fucking hear it.
Yeah.
All right, if you ignore me again, I swear to God.
What are you going to do, spank my little bottom?
Well, Spanky says. Have you heard of anything called pegging?
I have.
Becky, Could you just peg your husband again, please? I know how much he loves it.
Again?
You would.
I must have been drunk.
That's right, listeners. That's right, listeners. I said again. Or viewers. Whichever way you're taking this right now, you're injecting it into your eyes or allowing us into your ears. I said again.
It never happened.
It's all right, Jamie. Just...
Tom, the role of Tom, was played by Dr. Evil.
You remember that photo I took on your stag do?
Oh, which one?
The one where you passed out on the bathroom floor in Sheffield.
Oh, yes, I do love that photo.
There's an Ocado just for you. I'm good. Bit of a weird one this week because obviously the other half is currently enjoying herself in Greece. So I am completely home alone. And it's weird. I was like, I'll be able to read some books. I'll be able to play some PlayStation, watch some wrestling. It'd be really cool, really chill. She left 2 a.m. Monday morning, so Sunday night. But I was asleep, of course. So she said goodbye to me. I remember it vividly, vaguely even. And I woke up Monday morning. Obviously, I was on my day off. And was very confused to why she wasn't there to begin with. And then went, oh, she's obviously at work. It's Monday. And then went, oh, no, she's actually not here. And it's been the shittest 2 days ever. It's so funny because I'm like, oh, I have a bit of space to do. It's like, I've had my space now. I don't want it anymore. I don't want my space. Like, can you come back now, please? I've had my space. I've enjoyed my time by myself. I just, yeah.
Let's get this image of you sending a voice, like videos of yourself sitting in your pants, eating biscuits. Like, come home. Don't do this to me again.
I don't do that. I mean, that's borderline pathetic. That is. That's not what I do. I realized that yesterday I didn't speak until I spoke to you. So I was like, so what was that? 7 at night? So I went all day without saying a word.
Not even talk to yourself.
Huh?
Not even talk to yourself.
No.
It's just me. I talk to myself all the time.
I just literally was like, I made a coffee and stuff, and I think I did my exams all day Monday, all day yesterday. But like, we're recording on Tuesday for those who don't know. But yeah, it was just a bit weird. Like, it's so quiet. It's so quiet without her here. It's weird. But yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Just trying to fill my time, really, more than anything else. So actually got a bit of, the 1 week I actually get a bit of fucking time off work and she's not even here.
It's typical, that is. It's so typical.
Just bullshit. But still. I digress, sir.
You digress.
What have you been doing with yourself?
What have I been doing myself? Lots of workity work. I actually had my first really fun, interesting thing happen at work. Like, because I was working on A&E. Now, I won't go into... I was going to say, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I was quite excited. I actually had something happen that was quite fun. But there is one thing about this patient I am going to say, and I don't care.
Fun in the hospital?
Yeah. This dude had 6 fingers on each hand. He had 4 thumbs. He literally, his thumb had another thumb sticking out the side of it.
Okay.
I was amazed.
Damn.
I was just like, I really want you to wiggle your thumbs for me, but I'm not going to ask you to wiggle your thumbs for me.
That is absolutely mental.
Absolutely blew my mind. I also discovered this week that something exists. And for when we do the Chronicles of Podcast Live 2 at some point down the line, I want to book this as for our show, okay? Do you know who Sean Williamson is?
No.
He played Barry in EastEnders.
Oh, is this where he's singing?
Yes. He's doing a thing where you can hire him for your event, and it's karaoke, but it's called Barryoke. Is that not the greatest thing? The greatest play on words ever?
No.
Oh, I was absolutely
I've listened to
baffled.
To the man saying, no offense, Sean, but no.
To be fair, if it's Barry singing, I don't want it to be good. I want it to be as shit as possible.
And I want to raise as much money as possible for the sake of Lancaster Foundation. So.
Barryoke, I think I'll give that one a skip. Sorry, lads. Other than that, like I said, I've been working. I've not really watched a lot. I did watch a documentary, and it was possibly one of the most bizarre things I've ever watched in my life.
What was that?
I discovered it thanks to good old Kevin Smith and former guest of ours, Mark Bernardin on Fat Man Beyond. You can find it on Amazon Prime. It's called Finders Keepers. It's basically about a man. I won't go into too much detail to give you the basic premise of it. This man has a plane accident, ends up having his leg amputated from just below the knee down. He turns around to the guy that does the doctor and says, "Do us a favour, mate. I want to keep that leg. Can I keep the leg after the surgery?" So it happens. He gets to keep the leg. He then falls on hard times and has to basically move all of his stuff out of his house and puts it in a storage locker. He's like, okay, what am I going to do with this leg? So he puts it inside of a barbecue. Inside of this storage locker. Your face, Rono, is amazing. And then he can't afford the rent on the storage locker. So it goes. He loses all of his stuff. I know they do those programs in America. It's like, you can own the contents of this storage locker.
Storage hunters, yeah.
Yes, that happens. Man buys it, goes through all the stuff, opens a barbecue. He's like, what the fuck? So he basically phones the police and is like, yeah, I've got a human leg here. I don't know what. So the police take it, locate this guy who owned his leg, and was like, okay, so I'm going to go collect my leg. The guy turned around and went, actually, I brought that. That belongs to me. Finders keepers. Your leg belongs to me. This guy had a dream of being famous and everything. And he basically set this barbecue up outside of his house and was like charging people $3 to come see the barbecue that had a human leg on it. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you how this ends because you need to go watch it. But this was a huge story in America. It happened like 2005 or something. They ended up on like national TV. I think it's called Judge. It's not Judge Judy, but it's one of those sort of programs. Like it was on that and everything. And it's, yeah, there's a real like heartfelt story behind it. And you hear the history of these guys. But it's just the fact that this guy went to walks. He's like, I brought your leg. I want it. Finders keepers. Yeah, he is a massive knob.
What?
Why would you want to own someone else's leg?
I'll be honest, that's not where I saw that going. At all, in any way, shape, or form. But this guy who had bought this leg, technically,
yes,
it was attached to a human
at one point in time. Yes,
yeah. So surely, you go, that's my DNA.
Yeah, precisely. That's what that guy's like. I don't care what you pay for. It's my fucking leg.
Yeah. Americans are weird.
North Carolina.
No offense to Americans that watch and listen to this, but my God.
Yeah, Finders Keepers on Amazon Prime. It's like 50 minutes long. It's fucking worth the watch. It's brilliant.
Okay. I can't see how. Okay, fair. All right. Well, I'll give it a bash.
You got to give it a bash.
But that is out there. That is nuts.
And other than that, obviously, yesterday was Bank Holiday Monday, so me and the wife had a day out together. We went to play bowling. She beat me both rounds because she cheated. I don't know how she cheated, but I've decided that she cheated because I'm not going to accept defeat. And then we played pool afterwards, and I won those. So, yeah. Yeah. What about yourself, sir? What have you been up to?
A lot of Rihanna-ing. So much Rihanna-ing. Or Fifth Harmony-ing, whichever way you want to look at it. Well, I don't really work from home, so yeah, a lot of Rihanna-ing. What did I do last week? For some reason, I felt like I was in London, but that was the week before.
That was the week before.
The time just merges, and I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck's been going on. What did I do last week?
I don't know.
Oh, Jamie, I've completely forgotten.
Well, we've done 2 interviews. I literally just realised I forgot to mention those.
Yeah, one's on this show. We did 2 interviews. I completed Doddy Weir's book, his first book, finally.
Hey.
Scottish rugby legend that he is. I'd love to get him on this show. He is one of the greatest players to grace the field for Scotland, and he now has motor neuron disease. And the book is all about his journey, how he got into rugby, where he went after. He's an actor and speaker now, and they've raised fuck tons of money for MND, and it's absolutely incredible. But it's quite sad reading the book. When upset me quite a bit in there because I was to his wife and his kids and stuff. Like that was nuts. And how they told him he wouldn't be around by like 2018, and his second book came out a few months ago. So absolutely amazing, Doddy Weir, you absolute legend. Please go and check out the My Name Is Doddy Foundation because it's just unreal. Everyone's got to have heard of it by now. So yeah, that was amazing. So I finished that. Been catching up with wrestling, watched a bit of AW as well. So catch up with that. I started Hawkeye. As I have not seen it yet. So I've watched the first episode of Hawkeye and absolutely loved it.
Good, isn't it?
I'll be going back to watching a bit more on that later. What else have I done? This is crazy to think. Like, it's just been an absolute whirl because I've been Rihannaing so goddamn much. I'm trying to think, my last day off was Thursday. I've been doing my exams. I think I've got 11 left of 34, 35. So I'm finally starting to smash.
Getting there.
Oh, mate, it's just brutal. It's so brutal. I was getting wound up with it yesterday because I was getting to that point where my brain wasn't working. I was like, I can't even look at this anymore. It's driving me insane. I don't think there's been really any big. I mean, the half up for lunch at Henry's in Cardiff on Saturday. That was really nice because obviously she's gone to Greece. And then when I left work on Saturday, the women's Six Nations have been on, and it was it was Super Saturday, and it was the last games in Wales played Italy at Cardiff Arms Park, which is not far from where I work. And when I left to go home, outside Henry's again, the entire Italian women's team were all sat there boozing, fucking fagging it. Like, it was great, and those I knew because they all had the Italian gear on and whatnot. So that was kind of cool. And I'm being mauled by the Canadian rugby women's team months and months ago. That was pretty nuts. Just turned the corner. I was like, fucking hell, where those people come from? But other than that, man, like, off the top of my head, I can't really think of anything.
This week's gone really fast. I feel like we only recorded
it's a blur. Yeah, it's like an absolute blur. I know what's going to happen. We're going to move on. I'm like, oh shit, that's what I did.
Probably, yeah, probably.
But literally thinking about it right now, right, sat here with you right now, nothing. Literally an absolute blur. Mrs. ain't here. I'm on my own for a week. I've been working a fuck ton. And there you go. Here we are.
Well, if we're all caught up, shall we hear from our friend Mr. Barry?
Stay cozy. What's going on?
All right. Is this thing on? Well, howdy doody, everybody. This is Braden Berry from Say We Can Fly, founder of Stay Cozy Clothing, your one-stop shop for the coziest, most fashionable hoodies, t-shirts, and more. Gosh, Mickey.
That's right, folks. And we're proud to say that we are now sponsoring the Chronicles of Podcast. Ouch. Hosted by Tom and Jamie.
Like, you can get 10% off, man. That's right, Shaggy. Just use the special code, The Chronicles, at checkout.
Oh, boy.
For those who pay attention to Stay Cozy social media, you'll notice they are looking for some new models. So, if you have brought any Stay Cozy clothing, get a photo of yourself, stick it on the socials, tag Stay Cozy, and I tell you what, if you've used our Chronicles discount code to get yourself some money off it, tag us in it as well. We'll share your beautiful face.
Yeah, we'll do it. Look at that t-shirt Jamie's wearing right there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's lovely and cozy. Lovely and cozy.
Don't know why it's for Yorkshire. But anyway.
I don't know.
Jamie.
Hello, sir.
It's time for Callum's Treaches.
Yes!
Do you want to know something? Callum will be able to tell you in Callum's Treachings.
It's cereal soup.
Ooh.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Callum's Treachings. The boy is back. The boy, Jamie, might I add, is looking fucking hench.
Turned into fucking wall.
Size of the beast himself. He is absolutely... Oh, the boy looks unreal. Absolutely unreal. But not only does he look fucking hench, he sounds it too. What is Callum treating us this week?
All Scooby-Doo monsters were people in disguise, yet they were always attracted to the female disguises of the same monster that they were that Shaggy and Scooby have made.
I entirely missed that. What did he say?
Basically saying all Scooby-Doo monsters are basically someone in disguise. but they were always attracted to the female version of their monster they were dressed as when Scooby and Shaggy pretended to be the woman version.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's nuts.
I love that.
It was always Scooby dressed up, wasn't it? It was
generally Scooby, yeah. With
Yeah.
his lipstick on and his fancy dress.
Yeah, his wig. Oh, Raggy.
So if they're attracted to Scooby doing it, it's a normal man not only attracted to monsters, but also a dog.
Yeah, that's weird.
Hanna-Barbera got some splaining to do.
Got some splaining to do. I love it. That's incredible. I never even thought about that ever. I used to love Scooby-Doo back in the day.
You just see the monsters, you think, oh, of course he's attracted to the female version, but now you think about it, yeah, that's actually just a regular dude in there. That's a bit creepy.
Did you ever try and work out who it was?
Oh, all the time. I never used to get it right, though.
I never used to get it right either.
No. I'd like to rewatch them now and see if I've just been a dumb child or whether Scooby-Doo's just a lot more clever than we think it is.
It used to be like the security guard or like someone you saw for all of like 2 seconds.
Yeah, normally they were.
Never used to be any main character.
So, I want to watch some Scooby-Doo now.
I would have got away with it with meddling kids. But Jamie.
Hello.
What else is Callum treaching us this week?
Sustaining an injury that takes you down to 1 HP would be incredibly painful.
Yeah, that's a really good point. If that was real life, you're one tiny drop off from death.
Yeah, pretty much.
You wouldn't just get up like you do in a video game, would you?
Video games are nuts because you get shot at loads. Like when I'm playing Uncharted, you get shot at loads. The screen gets grey and grey and greyer. But like you've been shot at about 15 times, and you're still like, I better fucking get these bastards. And then you wait, and then it all comes back to colour again. You're like, I'm back to full health. Amazing. It's nuts, isn't it? It's so weird how that's. I suppose there's no realistic way. Because if you were playing a game like The Last of Us or whatever, or the really big story based ones, and you got hit and you died immediately, people would never fucking buy games, would they?
No, they wouldn't. If it was like real life, you got really injured and all you had to do was just walk it off and wait 5 minutes. Sorted.
That'd be great.
Or just some games, just eat an apple. Sorted.
I love the idea of like in games like Final Fantasy or something or Uncharted that an ambulance just turns up and takes you away. Shows you all the surgery and stuff. You sat there for 6 years, like fucking hell. I don't know, really. That'd be hilarious, wouldn't it? It was like true to life. That'd be nuts.
At the same time, I'd quite like to see a video game like that. You've got to have some skill to get through a game like that.
Well, do you remember back in the day, the Sega and Nintendos and stuff back when it used to be like pretty much one hit and you're done?
Oh, yeah. Don't jump properly. You fall down a fucking mine shaft or something.
Mario?
Yeah.
I used to get to the last world in Mario 1 and 3.
Oh,
I could never do it.
No, man. I think I completed 3 once and ended up leaving my NES on for about a week because obviously you couldn't save. I was like, I'm not turning this shit off. I'm going to complete this fucking game. I literally left it on for like a week.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Dedication.
And Jamie, finally, what is Callum treaching us this week?
With all the ups and downs and curves of our ears, they've made very, very good skate parks.
Cut out then. I didn't hear it properly. Fuck's sake.
With all the curves, the ups and downs and everything of our ears, they'd make very good skate parks.
That's phenomenal.
That's it, just grinding over the lobe. On the inner part, I think is like it's almost like a half pipe, isn't it? If you went, yeah.
That's very much another stoner entry. That is. I feel like he's just been stood in the corner of the gym, looking at someone's ear and gone, "Imagine riding a little skateboard around that."
Yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
That's all I'm going to think of now whenever I look at someone's ear. I'm just going to be like, I'm just skating down.
Get a fingerboard.
I was about to say, get a fingerboard.
Board slide.
That's amazing. Oh, I love you, Callum, you beautiful man, you.
What an absolute legend. And you get those live May 28th at Scruffy Murphy's. It's going to be fucking sick. Get your tickets now. Oh, go and get your tickets. How would the Demon Head Masters do like that? And his eyes just glow green, and they buy your tickets.
No. You know we know nothing about the Demon Headmaster. The woman that wrote and told them we didn't understand the character, okay?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. God, that's the time ago, wasn't it? That was hilarious, though, by the way. So just having a bit of a laugh. But there we are. Jamie.
Hello, sir.
It's now time for Tom's Journal.
Yeah, it is. Read to me, baby.
Oh, sexy. And welcome to another edition of Tom's Journal.
Before you start this week's journal, I have a little bit of feedback.
Okay.
Your point you made last week about Mary Shelley being the Queen of the Goths.
Yes.
Claire's sister Shelley was named after Mary Shelley.
Really?
Yeah, apparently her dad's favourite book was Frankenstein, so she's named after Mary Shelley. So I've decided that Claire's sister is the Queen of the Goths. She's not even remotely a goth, but she's still the Queen of the Goths.
Damn. Cool. That's quite...
I thought that was pretty cool.
Thanks for the feedback there. Appreciate that. Jamie.
Hello, Simon.
When I was in London, it cost 50p to piss. I mean, come on. I know it's Tory Britain and everything else, and you've got to fucking, it's like 20p elsewhere, but Jesus Christ.
Just the idea that you have to pay to have a piss is ridiculous.
Human right, innit? It's a basic human right. It's a basic human right. People are making money off urine and shit. That's so weird.
Where was this?
London.
What office am I where in London?
Is it Green Hill? Buckingham Palace area. Green Hill, I think it's called. Or Green something or other.
That's just ridiculous.
Right by Victoria. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
50p for a piss.
I was like, I ain't going. And then the half was like, yeah, but what? But you're desperate. I was like, yeah, but I'm not going. I'm not paying 50p to fucking urinate. No.
I'd rather fucking piss myself than pay 50p for a toilet.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got rights.
Where's Downing Street? I'll piss on that instead. Anyway. But what was funny was at the same time when I was walking towards Buckingham Palace was there were these proper like Tory girls, 4 of them in front. And one was trying to make a joke, but they weren't paying attention. So she repeated herself quite a few times and laughed, and they still ignored her. Do you know what she said?
What?
Shall we go to Primark? Croft and all that. Only peasants go there.
Fuck off, love.
And she went, girls. You know what I said? Girls. Primark, yeah? Peasants, yeah? Girls. I was like, oh, just give it a rest. Like, fucking hell.
What a dickhead.
Prick. Right.
As I'm sat here wearing Primark shorts. Thank you very much.
Before I jumped to the picture round, right? There was this morning, and Lorraine are really starting to struggle with their news stories.
Oh, God.
They're really, really struggling. Guess who they interviewed on this morning?
Go on.
A lady in Ireland that likes to dress as household items.
What?
She was a tub of Quality Street. And I was just like, no, you're not, you're human. You can't be a hexagon-shaped box. But she dressed in a purple dress and put weird bows like sweet wrappers on her. Odd. Then she was a lamp. And then she was some toothpaste. And then I think she was a settee. And I was just like,
why?
Okay, you obviously clearly don't get paid for this. So it was quite weird. It was quite weird. I do not know. I could not tell you why. I can't Backstreet Boys you, I'm afraid.
I like that. But why? And why is this person on This Morning and Lorraine?
Exactly. It makes no sense, does it?
Christ.
I'm looking for the picture right now. And I'm
don't you think some podcasts would stoop that low in order to get that sort of guest?
Tell me, right? Right. Picture round time. This makes me so excited. My child fell down the stairs. Mummy Facebook groups. Why are you not watching her? Are your stairs not bubble wrapped? Are you not feeding your child organic homegrown food? Did you not douse your child with essential oils? Dad Facebook groups.
It's so fucking accurate. Oh, that is wonderful. That is so accurate as well.
I thought you might appreciate that one. This really made me fucking laugh. 2 p.m. Right. Going to save the half of this sandwich for later. 2:06 p.m. Right. Time to finish that sandwich.
You always find that when you save some for someone else, you spend the entire time looking at it going, would they notice if I ate that? Would they
It's so funny
care?
because me and half it, she makes a pasta bacon. I'm fucking, I love her cooking. And we have a pasta bacon. I go, she goes, oh, you can save some for work. And I go, yeah, save it for work. That's a good one. Maybe have seconds. I suppose. I love it. Her mum loves cooking and she loves the fact that I eat fuckloads. So she's like, do you want to come for dinner, Tom? Do you want to come over for lunch? Do you want to come over? Do you just want to live here? Will that be okay?
We do that though. Sometimes we cook like a bigger portion to save some for work the next day. And you just find your dinner one getting bigger and your lunch one getting smaller and smaller. You get to work tomorrow, like, I've got one piece of pasta. Fuck.
No, that was not worth it. Okay. Arrogant. You have my sword. Legolas. And you have my bow. Gimli. And my axe. Neighbour. Are you sure? I mean, I'll look in the shed.
Where this is going there, that is good. I didn't see that. I like that.
Oh. Do you know all these normalized things that people are now doing? Normalize, being bred and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
People want to normalize everything. This is one I quite like. Normalize taking up sorcery at 40. Normalize falling in love with the wraith haunting your decaying countryside manor at 50. Normalize mastering astral projection and becoming a demigod in the spirit realm at 60. Life doesn't stop at 25, Karen. I thought that was quite funny.
I like that.
I was expecting more reaction, but it's all good.
Just laughing.
They're not for everyone. They're not for everyone, Jamie.
I was laughing. Calm down.
How do you know that an animal is extinct? I mean, have you looked everywhere? Someone replied, they asked the other animals, bro.
Excuse me, ostrich, have you seen a dodo around? No. Not for quite some time, actually.
But how would you know? Physically, how would you actually know unless you scoured the entirety of the planet? How would you know?
It's a really good point. How would you know? Maybe there is still a dodo out there somewhere.
There probably isn't, but
probably not. But maybe
it's crazy, isn't it? How do they actually keep track?
I don't know why I instantly go to dodo. But,
Banker. So you'd like a loan, yeah? To start an all marsupial fighting championship? Me. Yes, I'd like to call it Mortal Wombat. Banker. Me. Banker. I'm in.
Mortal Wombat, for fuck's sake.
Jamie.
Hello.
Why do GP surgery receptionists think they're the fucking bouncers of the NHS?
I fucking hate GP receptionists. I'm not telling you what's wrong with me. I want to speak to a doctor. Fuck off, Karen.
Yeah. Jamie.
Hello.
Count Dracula, right, was 412 when he moved to England in search of new blood. Sauron was 54,000 years old when he forged the One Ring. Cthulhu had seen galaxies flare into life and fade into darkness before he put madness in the minds of men. What I'm trying to say is, Jamie, it's never too late to follow your dreams.
That was oddly inspirational. I liked that.
Did you like that, yeah?
That was good. I like that.
I'm pleased. And finally,
I feel
Jamie.
inspired.
Good. I'm pleased I could do that to you. Son. Dad, What's in that fancy beer mug on the mantle? Me. Well, funny you should ask, son. That's your Uncle Frank. That's where he wanted his remains. It was his favourite beer stein. He always said it'd be funny. Never got why, though. Son, maybe it's so he could be Frankenstein. Dad, that son of a bitch.
Oh, as soon as you said Stein instead of beer glass, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
And that, Jamie, was another edition of Tom's Journal.
Beautiful.
And I think we should go and hear from our mate Frank, the audio drama feed, don't you?
Oh, definitely. Come on, Frank, talk to me.
Hey there. I'm Frank Guglielmelli, and I'm the narrator for the audio drama feed, featuring such audio dramas as Bounty Hunters, Marty and Mars, Val Toby, and so much more. You can find all of these wonderful programs on Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts. Or you can go to our website at www.audiodramafeed.com. We are thrilled to be affiliated with the Chronicles of Podcast with Tom and Jamie.
Oh, Frank, we appreciate you so much. Thank you for giving us everything at the audio drama feed. You can find them on Spotify. Go check out Val Toby because I'm in it. Or go check out Bounty Hunters, Marty and Mars, or Starlight Phineas. But don't check those out. Go to Val Toby because I'm in it. But still. Anyway.
Mr. Stevens.
Yeah.
It's only audience participation time.
I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to participate in Jamie's participation challenge. This week I said, you know the phrase, ta-da, as the dictionary says, an imitation of fanfare. Well, this week I ask, what would be the most unusual moments or times to use that phrase?
Ejaculate inside of your partner? Genuine story. A friend of mine told me a story about his brother. He was with his fiance, and they actually split up over the fact that as he arrived, he went, "Pikachu, I choose you!" And she went, "I never want to see you ever again."
I mean, like, part of me's like, can you blame her? And then another part of me's like, that's fucking brilliant. Like, that.
Yeah. It's a time and a place, I think, and you know where you could do stuff. I personally don't agree with shit like that, but it was very funny. Just the whole sheer like why?
Yeah, just why?
But it's a genius of it as well. It's just So that's the other thing I could think of. I never was like, oh, typical fucking bloke. Of course, you're going to talk about ejaculation. But I suppose if you got amputated. Would be quite weird. The arms up there just go, ta-da! No arm there anymore. That'd be my answer.
Superb. My answer is part of one of someone else's answers, so I'm going to leave it for them.
Let's go.
Matt Rose. He's pretty much along the same lines as you. In fact, he messaged me beforehand and went, "My answer is a bit inappropriate. Can I say it?" And I was like, "You damn fucking right you can." And it simply says, "I'm about to ta-da!" Hope Wright says, "After giving birth, ta-da!"
That's great. That's a great one.
Gilbert Jaggett says, "After flipping the switch on the electric chair, ta-da!"
Oh my days. That's I don't know how I feel about that one. Jesus Christ.
Becky Westwood says, "Imagine being at a funeral and the body just pops up and goes, ta-da!" Abby Lloyd in one of my favourite answers, when you've done a massive stinky poo in a public toilet and there's a queue waiting to go inside.
Oh, I should not flush that shit, literally.
Just walk out. Ta-da.
I suppose it'd be a bit weird if you had it in your hand and chewing on it.
Oh, let's not go back to that again. Nikki Loveland. Nikki Loveland with the answer I was going to say. As you hand in your resignation letter,
Oh, yeah.
Ta-da!
Brilliant.
And last but not least, he's our good friend. He's back yet again. It's only Mr. Ryan Williams.
We love Ryan Williams. We absolutely adore this human being.
Ryan Williams says, when I was in my 20s, whenever I wasn't in public, I liked to be naked. I told one of my girlfriends at the time, and she was indifferent to this information. So when I brought her to my place for the first time, I immediately disrobed and just went, ta-da! I wonder why I never went on a second date with her.
Oh, Ryan. You peaked too early, son. That's what it was.
She was too scared of that monster. That's what it was.
You don't jump straight into the nakedness on the first date. Fuck.
And his second answer is possibly my favourite fucking thing. I love this one so much. It says, my friend, when he announced that he was gay to his super religious parents, he kissed his boyfriend in front of his parents and went, ta-da, I'm gay. I applaud you, sire.
That is heroic. I love that shit.
Fucking beautiful.
Absolutely stunning. Thank you, everybody, so much for getting involved in Jamie's participation challenge. We really, really do appreciate every single one of your answers. It means the absolute world to anybody. If there's 5 answers or 15 or 25 or 25 million, we love every single one of you. So thank you ever so much. But of course, if you enjoy Jamie's participation challenge and Callum's treachings and Tom's journal, the interviews and all the shit we talk at the beginning, then you enjoy the other 38 editions of the Chronicles of Podcast. That's right, 38 editions now. That's not including our wonderful hashtag WBW way back Wednesdays. They are available Spotify, Google, YouTube, Apple Podcasts. Search the Chronicles of Podcast and you will find us there. Hit that follow, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and comment as much as fucking possible. Please come and leave us some reviews. We would really, really appreciate your honest feedback on how we can grow the show. What parts do you like? What parts do you not like? Is there anything we could do to change, to make it more suitable for more people if you want to recommend and go, but I don't like how Ginger Tom is, or, I don't know, Jamie's glasses are a bit too square. Anything like that, anything at all, please come and talk to us and let us know what you like and what you don't. And we will, we'll listen to you. We love every single one of you and we'll always listen. You can also find us on Facebook at the Chronicles of Podcast. Please come and give us a follow, give us a like. We would really, really appreciate it. And if you could share the live show, please. We're playing live at Scruffy Murphy's in Birmingham on Saturday, 28th of May. Get your tickets now, £7. Search the Chronicles of Podcast Live, £7, and it all goes to this wonderful, wonderful charity, which Jamie is going to tell you all about very shortly. You can also find us, Jamie, do you know where exactly?
Jumping out at people and going, ta-da!
Not necessarily, but on the Twitter.
Oh, all there.
At TCO Pod. And Jamie, do you know where else you might want to go and search for us as well?
Is it in the corner of the room as we try and paint just like Rob, but it's just not happening?
I mean, we'd leave that to Rob. He's way better than we are. But you can find us on the Instagram.
Oh, that makes sense too.
At TCO Pod. You can also come and find us on TikTok at TCO Pod, where you listen to me ramble on about elder shows and whatnot. And Jamie's on there doing bits and pieces as well. At TCO Pod, make sure you come and give us a follow. You can also come and enjoy our wonderfully brand spanking new, sexily, gorgeously, and incredibly wonderful, hilariously gorgeous little website at www.thechroniclesofpodcast.com. You can find out all about the show. We're on there as well. Find out all about us. All of our episodes are on there, and all of our incredible and wonderful affiliations and sponsors. The Chronicles of Podcast. Download us, review us, share us, rate us, tell all of your friends about us, allow us into your ears, and most importantly, Jamie, I might put the kettle on in a minute. I really fancy a cup of tea. You get really thirsty for a brew and you're like, I just really fancy that. Milk, 2 sugars, get it in there. And I'm really going off track here. Yeah, come and find us, come follow us, come give us some love. And we appreciate every single one of you.
You distracted yourself with the idea of a cup of tea then, didn't you?
I saw the kettle and was like, yeah.
It's calling me.
What's that, kettle? Yes, I'll be there shortly, don't you worry.
Before we get out of here, before I tell you about our friends and our sponsors, I do want to quickly piggyback something Tom said then. Feedback is so important. Please leave us ratings, reviews, even if it's just on our Facebook page. There's an option there to review on there. Spotify, iTunes, wherever you can leave ratings and reviews. Even if you just slide into our DMs and go, guys, this bit is a bit shit, but this bit is fucking great.
But no, don't slide to our DMs. Leave us reviews. Leave us ratings and reviews.
Just give us some bloody feedback, people. But also, we want some ideas as well, what you guys want to hear. Way back Wednesday, we have 2 months left, maybe? Yeah. What do you want us to do on Wednesdays? Give us an idea of anything you'd like us to do in the future. Something brand new, something we're already doing, but expand. I don't know. Give us some ideas, because at the end of the day, we do this for you guys. So if it's something you want to hear us do, let us know. That'd be really grand. But before we get out of here after saying that, we need to say thank you to our friends, Mr. Matt Roberts. Every single piece of music you hear on this show is made and created by that wonderful human. So go check out Matt Roberts' music on the socials. Go to Matt Roberts on Spotify. Go listen to all of his music. He's got so much music out there. It's unreal. You're never going to lose, not going to have anything to listen to. So go check it out right now, please. As well as that, as you heard from our friend Frank earlier, audio drama feed. There's a little show on there you might have heard of called Val Toby. Someone I know is in that. Someone we know is in that show. He might have mentioned it earlier. But not only that show, Val Toby, there's plenty of others. Starlight Phineas, Bounty Hunters, so much to choose from. Marty and Mars, just an incredible selection. Something for everyone to enjoy. And of course, our friends here at Stay Cozy. Some of the coziest apparel you will ever wear in your bloody life. And I'm not just saying that because Braden gave us a lovely discount code or because he's a friend. It's quite honestly the truth. I practically live in my hoodie. It is the nicest thing I've ever worn in my entire life. So all you got to do is go to that website, staycozyclothing.com. Go to your Play Store and install the Stay Cozy app if you'd like. Add one of everything you like to your basket. Add the Chronicles at checkout and get 10% off. It's as simple as that. And we can't implore you enough to do it because it's beautiful. And last but not least, our friends here at the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. As we tell you every week, simple message is to stamp out prejudice, hatred and intolerance everywhere, because that is what they are doing. As you all know, we have our live show coming up May 28th, and every single penny we make is going to the Sophie Lancaster Foundation because we believe in that cause so much. It's quite simple as that. Everyone deserves to be treated like a human being. No one deserves to be treated any differently just because they decided to wear some black clothes or put on some makeup or wear some huge boots or listen to music that other people can't understand. It's not necessary. It shouldn't be fucking happening in 2022, and it needs to stop. So get in contact with the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. You can go to their website and learn all about them. If you know someone who is a teacher in a school, let's get that workshop out to kids, because let's be honest, that's where it all starts. If we can inspire the youth, it'll inspire the future. So let's get on with it, and it's going to be amazing. So please, please, please go to sophielancasterfoundation.com and see what you can do to help.
Absolutely. And if you're in the Cardiff area on Saturday the 14th of May, where I work at a little place called Specsavers on Queen Street in Cardiff, we are doing a charity bake sale for the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. So if you like cake, come on down. You know, you can donate whatever you like, but come and enjoy a lovely, delicious little dessert piece right there. There's going to be a plethora of baked goods there. And I know me and the other half are also joining in. So please come on down, Specsavers, Cardiff, Queen Street on Saturday, the 14th of May, if you're in the Cardiff area on that Saturday, and come and enjoy some festivities and maybe have an eye test or two. You know what I mean? So come and get those at the same time. Come and peruse of some sunnies, get some cake, get some sunnies, and you're sorted. I'd really, really appreciate everyone's support and everybody to donate for Saturday the 14th, as well as Saturday the 28th. It would mean the absolute world to both of us. But Jamie, after your wonderful words, I feel that it's been a good show.
It's been a very good show.
I've enjoyed it thoroughly. And thank you very much, Rob. Thank you so much again for taking the time out to sit down and talk to us. We really appreciate you doing that. And I hope your Lego set's going well. And as for this week, we're going to see you all next week.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.